Welcome to Expert SEM. Let us go through one more interview question. Possibly, if you are in supply chain, some of you may be working in warehouse. So, in the warehouse condition, there are two main way of storing item, though there are many other methods available. And in traditional warehouses, you may see every item will have a fixed location. Okay, even if you take lean or 5s, it says every item should have a location and it should be available in location. But now things are changing for the main reason this warehouse may be in a urban center, the storage space is expensive, so it may not be possible to have fixed location for all the SKUs. On an average, if you see many of the SKUs, not even 50% of the item are having full capacity of the storage bin, and maybe 20 or 30% of the item zero stock. Maybe these are planned requirement. Okay, so whenever the warehouse layout is designed, it has been designed to hold as per the full capacity. Okay, so if you're having min max, or when the item is received maybe from an imported source, what happens, the location will be full, and over a period, maybe in weeks or a month, the storage level will come down, but you have to hold that space for the same component, even irrespective of whether it is full or less. Okay, let me attach a screen so that let us further go through the requirement. Today's session is 1 to 2. If you would like to see previous session, please visit our YouTube channel where you can see all the previous session. So what is a floating or random storage location in a warehouse? Okay, random storage location. As you know, in the traditional warehouses, maybe 90% of the warehouses follows this method. I have seen myself, even if you store 10 or 20,000 item, if you give a particular pick list or item to be put in the storage location, there are many experienced employees available who will not ask for the location. So they know the location. Even if the warehouse is 10,000 square meter, they will go to the location, they will put the item and get it back. But now time is changing, you may not have such a permanent employees for a long time. That is the reason why we may be using many times 3PL, where the contractor provides the skilled or unskilled manpower. In such situation, these people keep changing, but in any case, they need to be trained to know where the item is placed, so that they can place the item or retrieve the item. Okay, now coming to the floating or random storage location, wherever there is a space, we are going to keep this item. Okay, the idea is to save the space, which is very expensive in urban center. And if you go per this method, we are going to keep the item wherever there is empty space, and also the same item can be kept in multiple location. But the idea is this has to be properly recorded in the system, what quantity where we are keeping, so that you can retrieve it. Main advantage is cubic utilization. As we were discussing, in the fixed location, irrespective of volume of component to be saved, you are going to have a much bigger bins in the storage location. Even when the item is not available, even then the bin location will be available. But if you go for this method, you are going to definitely save the space. One main criteria is this location update should be available in the system, and it should be correct, so that it is known to everyone who are either placing the component or retrieving the item. They should be known. Of course, if there is any mistake, and if someone enters a wrong location, then searching this particular item will become a massive work. especially in a large warehouse. So there need to be some tools used, software tools, which is going to take care of the location. Of course, here also some manual requirement will be there, involvement will be there, but WMS is going to propose, depending upon the space occupied, it's going to tell where to store, and when there is a picking, it's going to suggest from where it item has to be picked. And suppose if you follow before, it's also in a position to recommend the location. Okay, so more and more of such random location is going to take place in the coming years, because this is going to save the space, but you need the system or IT tool to implement it in a better way. In any case, I have seen and used this kind of random location, and minimum you can save 20 to 30% of the cubic space without fearing on safety aspect. Okay, you should have a rigid system to work on this, then it works fine. And you can save money indirectly, and this is what is expected from most of the warehouse executive in the today's environment. If you have any question watching live, you can type either in LinkedIn or YouTube channel so that I can answer them. And also, this is not expensive. Okay, earlier having a system and doing this kind of arrangement was expensive, but nowadays it is not very expensive. Thanks for watching. Have a nice evening.